まずはイレーヌの屋敷へ行って情報収集だ。
その屋敷ってどこにあるんだ？
ノイシュタットの町の中だ。探せばすぐに見つかるだろう。
My mic was muted. Sorry. How's the audio balance? Recording earlier. Yeah, I wanted to play through Zelia too, but last time I tried that, the emulator was freaking out, so... Maybe I'll play that next. I never really did New Game Plus on that game either. The grade system in that game sucks. I'd say this game's grade shop is not great. It's missing a lot of things you want, like double experience and stuff. And at the same time, you really only have to beat it like 4 times. And because Leon dies like halfway through the game, you only play through like half of it. It definitely helps, for sure. I haven't even touched Onside yet, so... won't be the burnout problem that Zelia 2 has with its great shop. Get burned out playing it. When they put you against enemies that resist. If I even have any. Hate element stuff. It's really dumb. Die. Stone wall. Arigatou. Appreciate not using the Wilhelm scream there. That's a perfect time for the Wilhelm scream. It's like nondescript NPCs struggling. It's not worth like getting somebody to record a scream. But nope, this game is a cut above, and to take the easy way out. I don't think there is a Wilhelm scream in this game. we'll have the card cut out. Hopefully that's a fluke. It doesn't matter. I'm not doing anything important right now. I still have, I have the purchase history for this HDMI Type-C adapter, so if I need to get another one, I can. Oh man!
敵方の船は来るな。
It's actually a pretty good place to grind. I might grind here for a bit. This far in, only 2 hours. Just about 2 hours of gameplay. They didn't give me the code for that yet, so no. They did that stream right before I left for my other job. They sent me the DM, but they didn't give me the code. Exceed is actually really close. They're in Torrance. They're in Torrance, California, so probably a couple hours away. So, the end of their workday. I'll probably get it in the morning. I'll check that game out most likely later today, I suppose. Not quite sure. I don't know how much I'll like it, but I'll take it for free. Free is a good price. Plus, it's not a review key, so I don't have to play it. Kind of sucks about review keys sometimes. You have to actually play the game, so definitely have been some instances where I don't like those games. Hasn't been for a while though. Honestly, most of the stuff I've gotten keys for I've actually enjoyed playing, but there's always that chance like the game is really gonna suck. It's just not something I like, at least. Or with a PC game, it could be a good game, but then the port is garbage. Which happens a lot too. Might actually like the game, but the port is unplayable. Constant thing. Oh man, this is cutting out a lot. Is it getting too hot? Let's see. Oh, come on, stop doing that. I don't want to deal with tech support tonight. I just want to play the game. It's working fine, like I did this like 2 weeks ago. It was fine. Oh, come the fuck on. Just work. Work like before. I haven't changed anything. Damn it. Work. Completely fine last time. Ugh! Why is it doing this? I can't play like this. I don't have any money to fix stuff, so... I don't have any money for anything. Neighbor's not paying me. It's really stressful over there. It's just... She hasn't had money for anything. I'm not getting paid anything. I love them to death, but I'm tired of being stressed about money. Final Fantasy VII, the first soldier is shutting down already. Are you kidding me? Wow. It's almost like nobody wanted a Final Fantasy Battle Royale. Mobile games are just kind of a meme at this point. They just keep making stuff that nobody wants. Like, there's already so much fatigue with Battle Royales as it is. Like, you already have Apex and Fortnite. Like, no one's gonna play anything else. It sucks, but that's the reality of it. Especially because service games are designed to, like, try to get you addicted to the point that you won't play anything else like it. Even if you don't spend money, real money on the game, you're still spending time. You don't want to lose all your stuff to go pick up another game that'll die. That's exactly what's happened there. Like, that game's barely been out a year, right? When did that game come out? I know a former Tales hardcore player that used to play that game. He was playing it like yesterday. He seemed to really like it. Yeah. That would have helped, yeah. I don't know. I think that's the thing people don't understand about service games, especially even the people that make them. It's like, when you have, like, season passes and events designed to produce FOMO, which is fear of missing out, so that, like, even if you don't spend money on the game, they have stuff that's like, you have to be playing the game, like, right now. When you make something else like that, and there's already one kind of that game that everybody plays, which right now is pretty much PUBG. No one really plays that game much anymore. I don't hear about it anymore, at least. And now it's pretty much Apex and Fortnite. Both of those games do that exact same thing. It's just like, the reality is, games are designed to make you addicted. I'm not even talking about whaling. People that spend like $1 billion on it. I mean, obviously, they try to get people to do that as well, but whales are a very vocal minority. They're like literally the 1% of like free-to-play games. The people that can get like every skin and every character and like 10 dupes for them and stuff. Obviously they try to get those people, but they make most money, more consistent money from people like me. Yeah, I drop like 20 bucks on PGR a month, roughly. Unless there's a package and I have the money, I'll spend a little bit more. But I'm like attached to that game. Remember I tried Aethergazer? I didn't think that game was very good. It felt worse than PGR in almost every way. It was okay. But for me, the problem was I'm already playing a game almost exactly like this that's better. Aethergazer just kind of sucked, really. It's like, you have one character, and then the rest are AI, and they don't really do anything. It also felt weird, because it took out a lot of the gameplay loop of gachas, where you have, like, multiple characters, which is supposed to be, like, you know, it's exciting to pull for a character. Even if you're a free player, you grind to pity, it's still exciting. But when you only control one character and the others are basically kind of like this game I'm playing right now, where they're AI controlled, even this game is better at doing that, because you can't switch to them at any time. It just takes a lot of the fun out of it. It's like, this game is nowhere near as good as PGR, it's just worse. Like, the moveset isn't even bigger to compensate for having, it's not even bigger to compensate for only controlling one character. So something like this, we have a variety of moves for different situations and stuff. It would have been better, but it's just the same thing again. I think that game's global beta started today. I didn't get in. Just as well. Somebody else probably would be better off with that than me. I wonder what the opinion of that game is going to be. So that was my thought about that game. It's like, okay, I'm already playing a game almost exactly like this, but that game is better in every way. It has controller support, there's 3 characters. I never heard anybody talk about that First Soldier game. It just felt like something nobody wanted. How does this keep happening? Just keep making stuff that people don't want. They get shocked that nobody's playing it. mean, even Naraka Blade Point is... That game is kind of weird because it is popular, it's just not popular here. Probably like 90% of the player base is in Asia, various parts of Asia. No one plays it here. Like, even that game is gonna have a mobile version as well. It'll have cross progress, I think, so more people will be likely to play that. I don't know how you're supposed to play that game on a touchscreen. Like, Call of Duty Mobile and PUBG is like one thing, because those are shooters. Like, playing a melee battle royale on a touchscreen, I don't know how the hell that's supposed to work. No, the weird thing about that first Soldier game is that it still had, like, the Final Fantasy job system, but you used guns with all of them, so, like, a lot of the identity was gone. I mean, you should have just made it, like, not have the guns. But it probably would have stood out a little bit more. It would have been a little bit more like Final Fantasy. Really think about generic gun combat in Final Fantasy. Even though it's based on Final Fantasy VII, which is like kind of a modern one. They have like magic and stuff still. It's generally when mobile games die is within the first year. If they make it past the first year, they have a higher chance of survival. That's usually how it works. The first year is like the make or break. Well, there are some exceptions, like Tales of Crestoria. They did like a year anniversary for that, and then it immediately shut down. Oh, I'm on New Game Plus. I beat the game last night. Watched last night's stream. Yeah, I didn't bother doing the post game. I didn't bother doing the post game because I wanted the Great Shop stuff. Yeah, I beat the game. Yeah, I tried grinding for a bit. I'm like, you know what? This is going to be more fun. It's going to be more fun when I have the Great Shop stuff. And, like, Leon's side takes, like, less than 10 hours to beat. So, yeah. Destiny Remake does not reward playing well, for the most part. It does for the hidden Hyogi and the higher difficulties. But that shit is torture without the Great Shop stuff. It's frustrating. Not worth the frustration for me. And I could just beat Leon's story like a couple times this month and just get everything. That's how that game is designed. That's what happens when you don't have grade. You just keep spamming Leon's side until you get everything. There's no point in doing anything else. Every time they try to, like, not do the Great Shop, that's what happens. It becomes, like, painful to play. Oh, nothing to be sorry about. You weren't around last night. Yeah, I beat the game last night. My, kitty sitting stream. I finished it.
隊長か。
まだまだよ。地獄に連れてってほしいの。戦力回復滅び生まれ変わります。これ援助が欲しい。ひざまずいて今夜なら助けてあげる。
ボルに足りない。ボルに足りない。ボルに足りない。
痛いです。地獄に連れてって。私の指示に従うと滅びる。生まれ変わりましょう。ありえない。
ボルに足りない。
Well, the thing about Destiny Remake is you can't carry over gold, for
今
one.
回も良かったが、
You can't carry over
今度は
levels.
もっと綿密な作戦を立てよう。
And the most points that you can get for a first playthrough is 2. So, in a way, grinding for all the arts and stuff is not worth it. I mean, it can be worth it to a degree. You can get the usages up, I guess, but the first playthrough, you pretty much want the extra CC, and then you want the lower gravity so that you can combo better. So that's pretty much what the best things to get the first playthrough. So grinding all the way down to the bottom, the only thing it really does is it gives you all the dolls so that you can play as anybody whenever you want. But the problem with that is you won't have the arts. You get all the way down there, you'll have like every move for everybody pretty much, but you won't be able to carry them over. I think it really is best to just play through the game twice. Because you'll have evil difficulty on the second playthrough, and the only part that you have to do is the last fight when you fight the Swordians. That's all you have to do on the hardest difficulty. You're not locked into it at all. You can play the rest on normal, which is probably suggested unless you want to maul like crazy, because the evil mode it's supposed to like encourage you to combo better, but if you don't carry over the arts, you can't really do that. kind of like a catch-22. Yeah, if you play through Leon's side twice, you beat the first one on hard, and then the second one on evil, which you can do with just grinding or save states, then that'll allow you to carry over pretty much everything. Seems to be the best way to do it. The Great Shop is definitely really flawed in that game. I love that game to death, but you don't even really encourage playing through it. Like, Leon dies early, so obviously his campaign is way shorter. I honestly think the best Great Shop is just when you just get points for doing well. It makes doing the post-game stuff worth it, because you're getting more grade and everything. But the problem with Destiny Remake is you can't carry over most stuff, so... At the end of the day, getting all the moves and stuff is pointless. You're gonna have to play through the game again anyway, so...
これに全てを終了。この戦場から全てを奪いましょう。地獄にもうたくさんの痛みを感じさせて。私の指示に従う。滅びる。
私に気をつける。いいぞ。私がするでしょう。
そうだ。ここに降臨する。ありえない。この戦場から全てを奪いましょう。誰が持っていいか、もっとたくさんの痛みを感じさせて。
が全て処理
戦術開始滅び与えてあげる。これが昇格ネットワークの力よ。分かった。
The director's cut made that game a lot better. They did nerf some stuff. They did nerf some stuff in the battle system that you could abuse, but it makes the replay value is better because you don't even really have to touch Stan's story until you have everything, which is more fun because there's more game to play. I mean, you only play through like half. Leon dies about halfway through. But because you could just spam his side, like, in like the time it would take to beat Stan's side once, it makes the flawed grade shop system a little bit better, I would say. Yeah, the endgame loop in Destiny Remake is really weird because it's like you level up really fast, you get like this insane power creep, but then you can't really carry any of it over. I guess you can, but either way, you have to play through the game at least twice. I don't know. There's multiple ways to do it, but I think beating Leon's side twice and then doing Stan's, and then from there you can choose which one you want to replay. It's probably best. I mean, it's a pretty long game. It's pretty standard JRPG length, a couple dozen hours. I guess it depends on your perspective. You didn't really have that choice. I played the original one, I think. Original version that came out in 07. You didn't have that choice back then. You had to play through that long-ass game again, and there was nothing you could do to, nothing you could really do to speed it up, outside of, like, learning how to speedrun the game. There was no grade shop, grade grinding or anything. So I'll show you right now. So there's 8 things in here. So low gravity is a must. Especially if you're going to play on the harder difficulties, because it basically means it's easier to combo. And that's how you get your experience and your sorting points and stuff. And then of course you want the CC, and if you're playing on the harder difficulties, you have a pretty significant amount more at the beginning. So I think for the first playthrough it's best to take those, and then for the second playthrough you play through Leon's side again. You can take the food, which will help. That'll make the beginning a lot less frustrating. You carry over your arts, of course, and then free movement. I don't know why this is cutting out again. Hold on. I'm getting annoyed with that. Let me try situating this a little better. Might be because I have the phone on the bed. It might be getting too hot. 1 second. Let's try this. Well, now it's not working at all. There it goes. Alright, let's see if that helps. Because the other 3 things in here, pretty much specifically for challenge mode. Nope, that's not helping at all. I don't know why the fuck this is happening again. The phone has not updated. Maybe the adapter went bad. It's a possibility. Can go buy another one. I'm not really doing much mobile stuff anyway. So sorry if it keeps cutting out. I don't think there's anything I can do about it. I don't think I bought a warranty for this, so... see. There's a way to check. Oh yeah, the phone is really hot. That's probably why. Huh. Yeah, you really only need 5 points. So the first playthrough, you play through as normal, and then when you get to the final fight, when you fight your friends, you put the game on hard, and then the path you choose from there is really dependent on how you want to go. You can go all the way down and get the dolls. But the problem with that is you're probably not going to carry over arts. So even if you have the dolls, it's going to feel kind of flaccid to play as them because they won't have their moves and stuff. Play through the game again as Leon, which takes less than 10 hours. And then this time you put the game on evil difficulty, which is the difficulty you unlock after the first playthrough. That will give you 3 points. So I think at that point, it probably is good to do the post-game dungeon. You're not locked into difficulties at all, so you can always go back if you want. You can put it on normal at least. I think simple actually makes that part harder because there's no weaknesses. Simple mode in Destiny Remake is kind of a scam in a way because it is easier, yes. But you lose the weaknesses, and the weaknesses are like the main gimmick of the post-game dungeon. They have certain characters that can just kind of solo the floors by themselves, and then other ones are really struggling there because they can't hit those elements. Let's see. I'll try playing something else. I might just convert my save to PCSX2. I think it's heating the phone too much because it's not doing it now. Yeah, let's just play something else. I'm gonna let the phone cool off. Let me see what the what file it takes. Maybe I can just copy the save over for home use. I won't have those weird performance issues either. Let me look into that really quick. Might be the way to do this. Yeah, it's a Team Destiny game, so it's gonna have lots of really weird stuff to make the game harder, and it's not gonna be for everybody. Team Destiny games are known for their difficulty, and then also like uh, just having really weird mechanics. Really weird mechanics, and sometimes they're fun, sometimes they're not. Hold on a minute. I might be able to play Destiny right now. I need to look at the file here and see if it's different. I actually kind of miss there being Team Symphonia and Team Destiny games, because the Team Destiny games are like the ones that were the best mechanically. Uh, but they have a lot of really weird jank in them. So, uh, it's not for everybody. Generally, their games were better mechanically. Just give me a moment here. Let me put some music on. I think I can set this up right now. I'll just have to copy the save back and forth. First, let me update this thing. I haven't used PCSX Tune in ages. I think I'm just gonna send this to myself on Discord. I'm trying to find where the memory card location is. Okay. Just bear with me here. I actually haven't used this emulator that much, so I gotta make sure I don't screw this up. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put this in documents and then make a zip file of it. I mostly play retro games on the phone now. I want to make sure that I have a backup on here in case something terrible happens. I've actually beaten quite a few games on the mobile emulator. How do I do this? It's not working. No, just... Ugh. No. I can't get it to point to the damn memory card file. Like, why is this so hard? No. Why can't I just drag and drop? Alright. Hold on a minute. I think I'm almost got this. Alright. So overwrite this one. Why is this so complicated? Can't I just drag and drop the file? Dude. Dude, just fucking copy the thing. I seriously don't understand how to do this. Why is this so complicated? Alright. I think I got it. Problem is I don't know if I have the ROM on here anymore. I might have deleted it. I've been running really low on space lately. Can just get it off the phone, I guess. I'm running low on space. I gotta get a new, I gotta stop being lazy and use my other external hard drive. It's like, the one I use most of the time is full of the Switch games now. The Switch games that I dumped. I have like 400 gigs of those on there, so running a little low on space for other stuff. Alright, so I think I'll just copy it off the... I'll copy it off the... What's it called? That's probably the best way. That way it'll be the exact same ROM. Okay, so I'm going to put this on my good fast hard drive. I want to look up this Final Fantasy First Soldier game dying. That's That's about on par for a mobile game. If it makes it a year. Makes it a year, it has a higher chance of survival, but making it past a year is not, it's not life insurance. If it makes it that far, then there is a chance. The Tales of Crestoria is a good example. That game just, they did an anniversary event and then they stopped updating the game, and everybody knew at that point it was going to die. Especially for a story-based game like that. Like, dude, the Twitter, the Twitter for the First Soldier mobile game, they announce that it's shutting down, and then immediately after that they retweet a video from a content creator. Isn't that kind of cruel? Like, what if that guy actually broke through the sea of getting noticed for that game, and then the game fucking shuts down? Like, that feels like a dick move to me. Alright, I think we're ready to go. Well, Power Flood, it's a perfect example of why companies like SNK came crawling back to console. They were all about pachinko and stuff. They were all about pachinko. They were like obsessed with that for a while, and like mobile games and stuff. But the thing that the companies don't realize is, when you make a mobile game, it doesn't matter how good or bad it is. The reality is you're competing with literally everything. You're not even just competing with whatever's that type of game is. You know, if it's a turn-based gacha, or is it a battle royale? Is it like a game like PGR, which is kind of like a brawler kind of thing? You're competing with everything that anybody could possibly be playing on there. That's the issue. Because all those games are designed to get you addicted, to even to the point where if you don't spend money, or you haven't spent much, uh, like, it's a hard sell to try another game, especially at the start, because generally the shelf life of mobile games is if they make it past the first year, they have a pretty high chance of having a decent life, which for like a mobile game is like at least 3 to 5 years, I would say. So some people don't even want to jump in at the start. Or there's been a lot of mobile games that have really botched the launch. Like the game runs badly or it's buggy. People don't come back. Another problem, too, is pissing off whales. You can't piss off the whales. The The whales have to be happy because they're the ones that really keep the servers on. People like me, you know, I spend like $20 a month on PGR. I don't spend a lot of money on that game at all. It's a very modest amount of money. There are some exceptions. I did spend a little bit more on the Nier collab because, you know, they're collab characters. That game doesn't spam collabs like a lot of the other games do. It's like, it's fine, you know. Yeah, sure. I'll spend like $50-$60 on that. Those characters are only going to come back once. But like, people like me don't keep the servers running. That's the problem. People like me, we help, yes, but definitely not the kind that can keep it going. Yeah, there's actually a Tales, former Tales player. I think he stopped playing Tales. Just didn't like the direction it was going, which I totally understand. He's been playing that game like every day. He's been playing that game like every day. I should go talk to him. I don't know if he remembers me, but he's probably not too happy about that news. He's been playing the shit. He's been playing that. I've been seeing his streams and videos like every day. He's been on that game. That's gotta suck, man. Thing about playing mobile games too is a lot of times there's a it's too loud. That should be better. I don't know why the game's not popping up. Let me fix that. Alright, you guys got visuals now? Looks like you do. No, Shinryu. A lot of newer players don't know him. He made a lot of really good Tales videos at the beginning. Like, at the beginning of the, YouTube, when YouTube went up, the first couple years. So the games that came out around that time, like, let's see. I think he did some Symphonia. I think he did some of the older games. He did Legendia. He did Abyss, I think. Yeah, I remember him doing Abyss. I think he stopped around the time this game came out. And he's been playing First Soldier, like, every day. He's on that game for hours. He stopped playing Tales. I don't know if it was because of the community or he just didn't like the direction it's going, which we all know. That's a legitimate reason to not play. That's a legitimate reason to not play, is not liking the direction it's going. Yeah, he's been on that game constantly. It's like the only reason I've heard of it. He's a really nice guy. He's just got tired of it. Which is fine. Tales is in a weird spot right now. It's like more popular than it's been in ages, but Bamco is completely mismanaging it. They're not putting games like this out. A lot of people are fucking livid that they brought back Symphonia again instead of something like this, which has been stuck in Japan. This is widely considered to be one of the best games in the series, and nobody can play it. Yeah, I have less of an excuse now, I would say. But it's still... You know, you gotta get an emulator, you gotta go download a ROM. Not everybody wants to do that. Grind. Yeah, the problem with Symphonia is it's approaching Final Fantasy VII levels of ports. They've ported it they ported that game like how many times now? GameCube, first version, then PS2, then PS3, then PC, and now this remaster. So it's the 5th time. So it has parallels with when remember when people were really wanting the Final Fantasy VII remake and it wasn't announced yet? There was an E3 where they brought I don't remember who it was, like the CEO or something. They brought him out, and then he just announces Final Fantasy VII original for PS4, and people were fucking furious because, like, yeah, you can play that game on there. There was a PC port for that game in 1998 that still works. It's not the best way to play that game anymore because the Steam version has mod support, but you know, there's been no shortages of ways to play that game, and people were furious. Like, at least bring back like one of the other ones. Like, if you want to play the original Final Fantasy VII, I mean, there's no shortage of ways to do it. I'm not even talking about downloading a ROM. That game is on like literally everything. They bring the guy out, and you know, when they bring out a person of high power at a game company, people expect a game announcement. They expect the AAA Megaton, like the 7 remake was for a lot of people. But nope, he just announced another port for that, and people were livid. Yeah, obviously, I honestly think it was a blessing in disguise, in a way, because when they did announce the remake, they had CyberConnect 2 on it, and they fucked up. They scrapped all their work. I don't think they kept anything but, like, the character models. Like, in retrospect, it probably wouldn't have been good to announce the remake at that time, but it still pissed people off. It's like, wait a minute. Like, we have 1 million versions of this game, we don't need another one. I'm really struggling this part. No, Clip still plays Tails, but he is, he's very frustrated too. His stance on it is kind of what mine is, where, you know, we still love the games, but we hate the company that runs them, that owns them. That's what it is, basically. We're really fucking tired of holding this series on its back. Like, we hold this series on our back. Him way more than me. I've contributed my fair share over the years, but like, that guy has been playing those games at the highest level possible for like decades now. Well, not decades, but like good 15 years or so. He made a very good thread of tweets a couple months ago. He's like, yeah, you know, you can't. Couple things. You can't blame people for thinking Arise is the best when there's no legal means to play most of these games. It's a completely different situation from, like, Final Fantasy East. Persona is approaching that level as well, because they're pretty much putting, like, all the other Persona games on PC, I think, by the end of this year. So it's like, if somebody just says, oh, Persona 5 is the best, or Final Fantasy 15 is the best, or East 9 is the best, you can tell people they're wrong, because those games are available to play on Steam and they're dirt cheap. With this, you can't do that. It's like, you can't blame people for having recency bias, because the other games aren't available to play. It's not like the discourse between the 7 remake and the people who like the original, how they're like very different games, and I honestly didn't like the combat in the 7 remake at all. Like, I couldn't get through that game. It just didn't appeal to me like this does. You know, I could go back and play the original if I wanted to. I never really played that game much. I didn't like it back then. Certainly wouldn't like it now, but, you know, I have that option. With Tails, you don't. Also, the Tails Twitter has basically shat on the fan base a couple times, where they make tweets about games like this that you can't play. It's like, well, you know there's a demand for it. Why don't you fucking port it? And it's not even an instance of, you know, of course it takes time to make ports. You can't just crap out a port. When you do crap out a port, it backfires. That's not the problem. The problem is they have a lot more eyes on these games because Arise was so successful. Whether you like that game or not, you can't deny that a lot of the reason of that is because there's not many JRPGs anymore. It's just a frustrating situation. And you feel like they don't care, but you do. I hate these fucking rock things. No! Go away! This part of the game is just so hard. You don't have anything. I wish this game's New Game Plus was better. You could carry over more stuff. I just don't like the whole thing where you're always broke in this game. I'm always broke in real life. I'm not really feeling being broke all the time in a video game. It gets old. Like, why can't you carry over your gold and your accessories? That would make it so much more fun. Nope, you gotta struggle every time you play this game. It gets tiresome. I wish the grade shop in this was better. Keep your gold and accessories. It would be a lot more fun to play through, but it's still difficult. It's like not really a fun kind of difficult either. It's just always broke. Like, dude, if I don't need a video game to always be broke. I'm making no money in either job. Let me not have to worry about money in a video game. I get tired of it. Why is this so much harder than before? I guess because I didn't grind. I keep dying. This dungeon is frustrating. I hate it. It's just annoying enemies non-stop. You're always broke. You never have any money. I'm tempted to just give myself money. So I kind of just want to get to the fun part, but I'm getting really frustrated and annoyed. problem with him is he leaves. He leaves really early on. I don't know if I have anything that can really help. Don't I already have it on normal? Why is this so difficult? Yeah, that's my point though, Power Flood, is you can't play those games. You can't play them. That's the problem, man. It's completely different from the other JRPG series where most of them are playable in some way and legally and for dirt cheap. I'm not talking about going to get a used copy for like the PS2 or something. Like actually on modern platforms, most of them are. I think Dragon Quest is kind of in the worst spot right now, ironically. Tales and Dragon Quest out of the like legendary JRPG series is in the worst spot. But, like, yeah, people can make they're right. They're right to make they're not in the wrong for having a bad opinion. Because they can't play the old games. It's not a matter of being lazy or you know, just not wanting to actually put effort into playing the games. You can't play them. How are you dead again? I just healed you! Then she fucking turns to stone again. I hate this dungeon. So annoying. Hate the status effects in this game. It's obnoxious. How did I do this the first time? I like die instantly. I wish this just had normal grade shop. None of this shit where you can't carry over anything good. Nothing helps, and I can't go back and heal. It's just annoying. These enemies are super obnoxious. They don't let you bring over any of the stuff that like makes the game more fun. Take like all the stuff away from you. I really hate when games have like gear and stuff, and then they don't let you carry it over. It's like, what's the point of that? Just let me carry it over. Otherwise, there's no point wasting time on it. You can't keep it. How do they keep dying so quickly? Like, what the fuck? Come on, leave! Like I'm on New Game Plus, this isn't any easier at all. Still frustrating and annoying. Stupid chick just dies instantly. Ugh. Maybe that will help. It's just aggravating. They never give you healing save points in this game either. So you can at least, like, grind without all the stress. This fucking Stan keeps dying for no reason. Hate the resist. Come on! Ugh. Like, what am I supposed to do to make this less frustrating? The enemies are so annoying. I hate the weakness system. I want to just hit them until they die. I want to do this shit where I have to keep playing as characters I don't want. I don't want to play as them. Like, none of this stuff is gonna help, and you're always broke. None of this is going to help. This fucking guy needs to be a healing save point, so I can get through this shit. Come on, I told you to stay back and heal! This is so frustrating. What am I doing wrong? Stay back and heal and don't do anything else. You suck at fighting. Of course, it's always these annoying fucking things. Hate them. Ah! I don't know if I have another save. I'm like stuck. I can't get through this. Now the game just crashed. Great. What the fuck? What's the fastest way to level up? I'm getting really annoyed. Enemies are just so obnoxious. This ship is like... First and second dungeon in this game are so frustrating. You just have all the annoying enemies. She's not doing anything. She sucks. She dies instantly. I need just an easy enemy to fight so I can grind. I don't think this is a good grinding spot. The enemies are too annoying. Noxious status effects constantly. Maybe I just won't bother grinding here. This game is definitely frustrating on Leon's side. It's way harder. I don't always feel it's for a good reason either. It's just the AI is dumb and can't tank anything in this game. They die so fast. Yeah, maybe grinding here is not a good idea. Of course, you have to summon ads. Dead again. Just constantly summoning ads. My favorites. Stop summoning ads! The most annoying thing in video games is when bosses just keep summoning enemies over and over. So stupid. There's never a limit on how much they can do it either. Just keep doing it forever. Stop summoning ads! Just fucking dead again. Come on, stop summoning ads, please! Obnoxious. Alright. We'll take it. Yeah, fuck your dungeon. Obnoxious ass enemies non-stop. I don't think that's a good place to grind. About an hour faster than last time. Yeah, I was a lower level. Look at that. Yeah, this game is really stingy with save points with healing. Super stingy. Yeah, this game's New Game Plus is pretty weak, actually. There's some fun stuff to be had, but for the most part, you can't carry over the things you want, and you're still gonna be stressed about money all the time. That's what I don't like about this game. I want to be stressed about money. I don't really need to play a video game to do that. Like, I think I speak for a lot of people when I say that. It's not necessary. Just let me carry over the gold. I already played through the game as intended. Like, just let me get a bunch of gold and be less stressed out. You can't even carry over the lens. like, there's not even anything that you can carry over that you can sell, as far as I know. There's nothing you can do to just have a bunch of money at the start and be, like, less stressed out about the game. It's a bummer. The Great Shop has some cool stuff, but it's missing things that you would expect that make the second playthrough feel more fun, while still being challenging. It's just nope. All your money, all your gear, you can't carry over. It's not pointless, but I mean, Kingdom Hearts gets away with it. They have all that shit in those games. And then all you really have is a couple post-game bosses. If you want to play the game again, you can't keep it. Kingdom Hearts not having a New Game Plus until Kingdom Hearts 3 is really weird to me. They have like so much stuff that you can grind for and craft and earn, but then you want to play the game again, it's all gone. Like, by the time that you get it, there's not much game left. It's really weird. At least 3 lets you keep the Keyblades. That helps. It does help, but I still don't think it's enough. Like, people already played through your game without any cheats or mods or hacks or save files or anything. Like, just let us have fun. I feel like they owe us that. And nope, a lot of the time it's just you grind for all this weird stuff and then you can't keep it. I think Kingdom Hearts is the worst in that regard, actually. You can't keep anything in those games. That's also what's weird about this game, too. The post-game dungeon, You level up so fast, and you get your full move set, but then probably not going to carry it over. It's like, okay, thanks, I guess. But I think it's worse on Leon's side because there's nothing else. You can't go out and explore. You're stuck in that one area. Leon's side is definitely, it's harder, it's more frustrating, but you can get the new Game Plus stuff a lot faster. It's worth the frustration. Maybe I'll grind here for a bit. Less frustrated. Come on! Nah, just run. I'm so tired of those stone fuckers. They're so annoying. Everywhere, like locusts. Time I think I can have fun with the battle systems, one of those fuckers is on the screen. The fun just evaporates everywhere. So obnoxious. Really don't like the status effects in this game. It's just frustrating. Especially because you can't really, like, just not get hit by them. Come on! Stagger! gosh. Status effects are so fun. Love not being able to play the game. They're all paralyzed. Great fun. Of course it never works on them. Only on you. Come on, stop doing that. Maybe grinding for a while is good. I'm getting really annoyed with this game. I just don't like status effects at all. I don't. They always feel like they're so one-sided. It's like the enemy can just make you want to turn the game off with their status effects, but then you do it on them and it does nothing. Like, it wears off, like, right away. It's a consistent thing in, like, so many games I played. I'm like, yeah, if this game didn't have status effects, it'd be more fun. It'd be a lot more enjoyable. Instead of this stuff where it's like, they can just annoy you and drive you insane, but you can't do it to them. They just kind of ignore it. So I'd rather have, like, no status effects. So few games do it right. It always feels really obnoxious. Like, why can't I make them unable to do anything? It's always like, nope. Nope. Hit them with like 10 status effects and it wears off in 2 seconds. Then one's on you, you like literally can't play the game. I don't know, it's weird. I don't know why it's the norm. It's not fun. Fucking idiots, will you help me? Do something! I like how this is my second playthrough and it's not any easier. It's just as frustrating. Stupid fucking status effects just drive me nuts. It does nothing on them, they just walk through it. Like, when did that start to happen? Like, just status effects in general. It's like it's a turn-based thing. I think the problem is it just works so much better there. Because in turn-based games, like, it actually makes sense. It actually works on bosses. But then in games like this, it just feels like it's just there to annoy you. It doesn't really have any real purpose. other than to just make you pissed off. Like, I honestly don't understand it. You should be able to apply it to them, and it should be like a game-changing difference. But it's only game-changing to you. It makes you pissed off and annoyed and frustrated. I've played so many games where you spec in status effects and it does literally nothing. Playing that new roguelike on mobile, I was surprised. Status effects actually work on the bosses. Yeah, it should. It's weird how it, like, never does in any game. Why are they not dying? Fucking hit them or something. These enemies are annoying. Die! Come on, kill them! Do something! Resist shit is so stupid. Why can't they take, like, less damage? Not like none. Die! Things are just invincible, they don't die. Thank you. Honestly, I just want to play a game where status effects are as debilitating to you, to the enemies, as they are to you. But I have yet to play a game like that. It's always like this game. It's just annoying. It doesn't really make the game hard in a fun way. It just makes you get frustrated. Shit, that should be something that you can get in here. Like, immunity to status effects. Fuck that, man. I can't stand it. I have, like, no money to get stuff, but none of the enemies are fun to fight. They're all annoying. Well, after this part, there'll be a good part where I can grind. None of these annoying enemies. the next playthrough will be fun. This is still frustratingly hard. I did buy Neo: The World Ends With You. I hear that game actually balances status effects properly, where it doesn't feel pointless to build in them. I think that's the other main problem I have as well. Is a lot of times it feels stupid to try to do status builds. It's like either doesn't work on bosses or it does, but you hit diminishing returns so fast. Like just raw damage is better. I had that problem with Neo too. Status in that game was okay, but you hit diminishing returns too fast, so
ロープのありそうな場
really
所
saw the point.
お前たちグズグズするな。
Put it on easy here, because this boss is already not fun. I have no patience tonight. I'm really stressed out about some other things, to be honest. It's not really the game's fault. Yeah, nobody likes this boss anyway. Let's just get through it.
つが例の凶悪なモンスターここまで来て負けられるか。今もう一踏ん張りだ。闇の炎に抱かれて消えろ。
Heal me, please. You're just gonna stand there. Great job. Come on, you idiots. Help me. Shit, boss. Just stand there. That works too. Incredible job. The sooner this boss is dead, the better. Yeah, I gotta grind.
今までに見た。
Luckily, there'll be some easy enemies coming up. Ah, come on, where do I go? I don't have any bottles left. I need to find the town pronto. Alright, I can do some grinding here. Might even be able to do it on harder difficulty. Should help. This is where you can get a lot of levels fast.
ジョニーさん。
might be worth going back. It's gonna make things really frustrating. Yeah. On second thought, having some regrets about doing that. That was not wise. There's a lot of puzzles in there, and the puzzles themselves are fine. The puzzles aren't the problem. It's losing your train of thought because you get interrupted by the random battles. That's what the problem is. Let's get some bottles. Or are these people useless and don't fucking sell them? Classic. Gotta find the guy that sells those. So next dungeon after this, you can grind really easily.
負けるわけにはいかないぜ。始めるか。負けるわけにはいかないぜ。
待った、そっちを。
負けるわけにはいかないぜ。 しびれるぜ こ アクアベールというのは 私は勝てるとでも思ったのか。しびれたろ？また来るかい？ まれたようだな。魔人剣魔人剣始めるか。 始めるぜ。任せろ任せろ。始めるか。大優勢。塵も残さん奥義上波滅勝利。闇の炎に現役マジン大優勢。塵も残さん奥義上波滅勝利。闇の炎に勝てるとでも思ったのか。始めるか。尻も残さん奥義上波滅勝闇の炎
It's not going too well. Let's trying to get some Swordian points here, but the success rate on these battles on the hardest difficulty is like 10%. Gotcha rates. Fucking stone things get recycled so much. They're most obnoxious enemy. Small hitbox. Annoying status effect. I wish they just attacked more instead of just one-shotting you. I find that to be really boring. It's somewhat better in this game, I guess, but... Fucking A. Help me. Do something. Stand there.
油断しすぎたようだな。